Today I am giving you guys a tour of the Lightfoot Mill in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania, or also called the Mill of Anselma. I'm going to give you guys just another tour to give you a better, deeper look at everything. This place dates back to 1747 when Samuel Lightfoot came here from another country. And you can just see the sheer size of the place. Here's a look at the old mill door. This door here was pretty amazing. It's got a timing latch. It's got to physically lift up. When we came here in 2021, obviously the last time we were here, the door flew open by itself. We also captured an EVP, and we also went through and had a rope. The rope was swinging by itself back and forth, so you can see that right there. That's a look at the Mill of Anselma door, and here's a good look at the actual mill itself. Very historic. I mean, it's a National Historic Landmark, and here's the historic landmark designation for the mill right there. And you can see it right there. Here's what it says. A Lightfoot Mill has been designated a National Historic Landmark. The site possesses national significance commemorating the history of the United States of America. This mill has a rare architectural example of a small 18th century custom grain mill with intact master gear horizontal power transmission system maintained its original form. For the milling system process functions today when it was first built, 2005, National Park Service, United States Department of Interior. So that's basically saying that they went through a designation. They got that. Just really, really neat stuff. And you can see right here, here's just some better look at some of the Mr. Lightfoot's doors and windows. And mind you, this was all hand done by stone. Just absolutely beautiful, all hand done right there. Gamer the Dam. Hi, Gamer the Dams. How are you? Nice to see you. I'll give you guys just a deeper look at everything, the exterior. And when I get inside of 5, I'll show you guys the interior of the mill. See right there. Some really cool look at some of the old windows. Just absolutely beautiful. Nice. Thank you for joining Gamer the Dam. So just going to see you guys here. Here's a look at like an old wheel that was part of the mill. I would assume that somehow that was used to like process barley or wheat. I think they did different things here from barley, wheat to rye. I just absolutely love this place. So beautiful. And you can see there's a stream kind of runs underneath the mill right there. On the other side of the stream here. So this all runs here. It's just really, really beautiful. I just really appreciate the amount. And there's a lot of walking paths. You can take bike trails. There's a wolf trail right there to the side on that side. So there's the wolf trail. Just really, really cool. And like I said, I think there's different, one's a bike trail, one is also another trail. So there's just some different trails you guys can take. And I'll show you guys a deeper look at the property. And the great thing is Mr. Luce has given us the opportunity to come here. And I'm really grateful for the tour of the Mill of Anselma. I'm going to start doing more of these tours with you guys before we do the investigation. So here's something called the water wheel. Let's go ahead and look at this right now. Okay, so this is called the water wheel. So there's actually a water wheel inside. And what it says here is the overshot water wheel provides the power to run the mill machinery. It is often called the overshot water because the water flows over the top of wheel to fill the buckets. The weight of the water in the buckets causes the wheel to turn at 8 revolutions for a minute, generates 2.3 horsepower. Hi, little man, how are you? Nice to see you. Obviously, Leon the goat. Thank you, Leon, for letting me come. Okay, so the 16-foot water wheel was manufactured by the Fitz Water Company in Hanover, Pennsylvania. It was installed between early 1900s, looks like 1906 to 1909. And also prior to that date, for more than 150 years, the water wheel had been made of wood and replaced every 20 to 15 years. Our water wheel was rebuilt in 2001, 2002 by the Pottstown Metal Manufacturing Company as part of the mill restoration, then renovated again in 2024. Just really, really cool. And you can see there, you can scan a QR code that'll take you to the website. Let's go up some of the walking paths here and just take a look here. Just some more looks at the property. Just really, really pretty. Really makes you appreciate everything. Love giving you guys the tour to get to be able to see something, because a lot of you people are some of our subscribers over the world don't really get a chance to see an old place like this. But I'm going to give you guys a grand tour of the property as we see it. What do you guys think so far? You guys enjoying the tour? Let me know in the comments below. Some really good looks at stuff. Yes, Leon the Goat says, what area is this in? This is in Pennsylvania, above Downingtown, United States, Pennsylvania, outside Philadelphia, about an hour outside Philadelphia. It's called the Mill of Anselma. It's right outside, literally right outside Downingtown, Chester County, PA. And there's a couple things that shows you that the water wheel is right here, and the mill race and pond is up there. There's another pond right here. There's just a lot of beautiful, just really, really pretty. Showing you guys, I just love showing just the different walking paths here. And there's a really nice place where you can relax. I would assume this is like just a little pond or a little dam of some kind or something like that, little reservoir of water that might have been custom installed here. Some old machinery. Then I'll show you guys the water source. Okay, so it says, is anyone there? Just me, Leon the Goat, right now. Other people will be coming later. It says the mill is a water-powered grease mill. It has been chosen for years to water supply with enough flow and elevation. The water wheel is a mill pond approximately 100 yards from here. The water is directly into the mill by the channel known as the head race. Here at the end of the pond, litigate mechanism which controls the flow of water into the mill through an 18-inch cast iron pipe. Originally, the water would have been directed towards the mill with an open slice, which is replaced between 1906 and 1909 by the pipe. The water wheel was replaced by a steel water wheel at the same time. So it looks like there were several times in the past where the water wheel was replaced over the years. And there's just another good look at the mill. Just really pretty. There's a good look at the post office. I guess this was an add-on building sometime built during the 1800s, 1900s. Okay, so here's a look at the different people. I'll just show you this again, because obviously you guys get a better look. Samuel Lightfoot. So obviously he was born in Northern Ireland. It looks like he was into a relative Quaker family, and obviously he settled in New Garland and married Mary Head in 1725, and they had 4 sons in Chester County. Obviously, also Mr. Lightfoot also looks like he obviously acred 500 lands and built the first Greek mill in 1747. So pretty amazing. Looks like he retired to Chester, where he died in 1777. So Mr. Lightfoot has been spotted here. A lot of people report seeing his spirit at different parts of the mill. A lot of people also report basically seeing bangs and hearing noises inside the mill. So I think Mr. Lightfoot is still very much here to this day. And this is about William and Samuel Lightfoot. So it looks like Mr. Lightfoot had 2 sons, William and Thomas, and also Thomas received 250 acres, and basically William received the other 250 acres of the grease mill. So it looks like when both sons took over the property, they pretty much just kept everything the same, but they also went ahead and basically split the property 250 acres apiece. So this used to be a 500-acre property, but now it's just, I'm not sure what it sits today, but back then it was split up. There's the Sheeman family. So it looks like they bought the mill from the Lightfoot family. Just really, really cool. It looks like they made some additions to it, converted the mill to a automated Oliver Evans mill, and basically make it much more machinery, increasing the production. So really neat. Here's the Oberheiser family. So Elias Oberheiser purchased the mill from Joan Sheeman around 1859. And it looks like he was, obviously, Oberheiser was also a very successful business person. Lived with his wife, obviously, and they had 9 children. You can see there's John there. Obviously, so basically, it looks like John ran the mill. Obviously, it looks like he suffered an injury at the mill. Thank you, Leon the Goat. I appreciate you. If you can also share our channel, that would be awesome. I would love that, because we're trying to get more people here to, get traffic on the channel. And you can see basically here's some different, like Sarah Oberheiser was obviously known to be a poet. So you can just see there's an example of her poetry. Just really neat. And there's about Sarah. That was John's wife. I believe that she was, obviously, Sarah was John's daughter. So here's Alan Simmers. Looks like he worked for John at the mill. And there's, of course, Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins was pretty much the last millwright here before he passed away. A lot of people, last time that we were here, we had to notice a rope swinging by his office. Supposedly his apparition has been spotted at this mill over the last century. So a lot of people report seeing him over the last 40 years here. So it's a really amazing place. I'm just so glad to give you guys just a tour of the place. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this tour. And I'm going to hop off here now. But thank you so much. And I really hope you have a nice day. I look forward to seeing you guys on a future